So guys, poultry, like any other business, it has so many challenges. Yes, the negative part of it. And these challenges, they bring depression, anxiety to most farmers. Such problems include diseases or disease outbreaks on the farms. Because when disease come, they wipe away all the flock and you remain with nothing. So it is a challenge to most farmers. Another challenge is the feed prices. The prices of feeds tend to hike, guys, especially in Uganda, because maize or corn is our main ingredient. So whenever the prices hike, because at the time we reach at a time when feed prices are really very high. So when the prices are high, it brings frustration and depression to most of our farmers, and they end up closing the business, maybe to venture into other alternatives. But that is not a problem for you to close your farm. That means if it's a challenge, there is a solution for that. Always look for a solution. Do not run away from the business simply because it has some challenges. Because I don't know any business in Uganda or elsewhere without challenges. In everything that we do in life, it has to be with challenges. But what the rich do, or what the rich people do, when you have a rich mind, you will not run away from mistakes or challenges that comes in life. Yes, do not run away from mistakes or challenges. What do we have to do? We always have to find solution for that, because everything on this world, it has a solution. It is just that you don't know the solution. But if you ask other people how they tamper with this challenge, they will tell you. Ignorance is not lack of intelligence. No, it is not that you are not intelligent enough. You are intelligent, maybe in some area, but you may not be intelligent in this area, and you want to run away from business. So being ignorant is not that you are not intelligent. It is simply that you don't know what you are doing. That is what we call ignorance, doing something that you really don't know, or which you don't have clue about. That is what we call ignorance. So these challenges, diseases, feed prices, theft, maybe they steal from you. They can steal your birds, they can steal your eggs, maybe your workers, maybe robbers, whatever, burglars, all of that. They are a great challenge to most farmers. But you don't have to run away from the business. So guys, in this video today, we are going to discuss and see the brilliant ideas on how to make huge profits. Yes, there are so many ideas that you can use to make huge profits on your farm. But today, guys, I'm going to give you only 8 of them. You can use them and you will see a very great difference on your farm. So let's go on the board and we see one by one. Idea number one. If you want to make huge profits on our farm, let's purchase. Number one, purchase feeds when prices are low. Remember, guys, as I told you, that maize or corn is one of the major ingredients that we use in this poultry business when it comes to feeding the birds. So what you have to do is that when the prices are low, please buy maize in bulk, store it. So that means if you store maize when the prices are really low, you will save way much. By the time it will hike high, that means you will be good to go. You will still produce at a low price. But this is a great challenge to most farmers, because when the prices are really high, that means they cannot produce on a cheap cost, and they will end up feeding these birds at a higher cost, meaning all their profits are being fed on by these birds. At the end of the day, they will not make profits. So if you are in layers, that means you have only one option, is to offlay them and wait for another maybe season. So by the time you come back to business, you will not have clients. Yes. Why? Because all your clients will be going to other people who have what we call consistency. Because, guys, I told you, when it comes to market, we have to look at a major factor called consistency. You have to be there, fill out. If you start maybe layers, you want to produce eggs, be consistent in producing eggs. You have to be with eggs from January to December, fill out the year without without any inconvenience. That is what we call consistency. If you want to start broilers, you have to be consistent. Provide the birds at any cost, at any time, whenever they need birds, be there. That means you'll be able to keep your market. So that is point number one. Point number two on the brilliant ideas on how to make huge profits on your farm. Because if you buy these feeds when the prices are low, that means you make profits. By the time other farmers are frustrated and they are crying because of the feed prices, for you it will be good to go. You will still produce on a cheaper cost, and you will make huge profits on that. Point number two, use cheap materials. Use cheap materials to construct coop. Yes, guys, when you are constructing the chicken house, do not use expensive materials, because what most farmers do, the mistake they do, they construct what we call permanent structures. Permanent structures are really expensive for nothing. These birds don't care about the luxury of the house. All they need is a shelter away from rain, sun, predators. That is it. That's what they need. So do not construct expensive chicken house. Use locally available materials like iron sheets, like timbers, all of that. They can really work for you. So do not go into expensive materials. There are so many people who come into my box. Well, I want to build a house, I want to use bricks, whatever. For what? You are just a beginner. You're just, splashing money for nothing. At the end of the day, you will not make any cost. You will not make any profit, because all the money you are going to incur it in, constructing the chicken house, and you will not remain with anything to feed your birds. Yet you are just a beginner. So you've started making, mistakes from the beginning. If you build in using expensive materials, you will not make any profit at the end of the day. These are just liabilities. I told you, they are liabilities on our farms. Liabilities include structures. The structure will not bring anything on the table. At the end of the day, you just incur in money, but it will never bring in anything at the end of the day. So you have to be vigilant about that. Just invest in the chicken, because the chicken are the assets. They are the one that brings money on the farm. Number three, on the brilliant ideas that will make you earn way too much money. Mix your own feeds. Mix your own feeds. I have been singing this song, guys, that if you want to save your money or your profits, please make sure that you mix your own feeds on your farm. Because if you don't mix your own feed, that means you are going to buy ready mixed feeds at which are very expensive, and you will not make profits. Remember, you don't know the ingredients that they have used. You don't know the quantity that they have used. You don't know all the requirements that are in the ready mixed feeds. So make sure you mix your own feeds. You will see that you will save way much. Yes. So if maybe you buy a kilogram at 1,500, a kilogram, ready mixed feeds, and if you mix by yourself, you may find that you've bought a kilogram at 1,300. You've saved 200. Any shilling in poultry business matters a lot. Even if it is 50, just 50 on these feed prices, it can make a very big difference in your profit margin. So make sure you don't do that mistake. Point number 4, or idea number 4, on how to make huge profits on our farm. Save on a daily expenses. Save on daily expenses. What do I mean? There are things that we need to spend on daily. For example, the water bills. Water bills. Maybe you have to, because there are some farmers who use national water. There are some farmers, maybe they use rainwater. That is okay. But in some cases, when you are using national water, that means you are spending a lot of money on a daily basis, depending on the number of birds that you have. Maybe you have a very huge number of birds, 10,000, 5,000, whatever, and you are still using water, national water. It is way expensive. So you have to save on daily expenses like the water bills. How? By digging what we call underground water. Underground. Just dig borehole. Underground is very good. because you just invest it at once and you will not need to invest in much. Only you just need electricity to pump the water. That is it. And you will save very much on water bills. But if you remain on national water, your cost of production is going to be high. All that, all those profits are being taken through water bills. Yes, you will say that, oh, to build a borehole, it is very expensive. What? Yes, it is very expensive. But if you just invest at once and you will not need to invest again, because you are going to save at the end of the day. You just make, an ultimate, calculation and see how much money are you spending on a year basis. You will see that you spend really much on water bills. Yet if you constructed your borehole, you will see that it will save you way much. That is point number 4. Let's look at point number 5 on how you can save way much or huge profits. Make use of mechanized technology. Make use of mechanized technology. Guys, we should adapt to technology. For example, if you are in layers, let's say you are in layers. Oh, broilers, please adapt to cages, what we call the battery system. It is a very, very good system for those who are in layers. In local chicken, you cannot use, cages. Why? Because you need fertilized eggs. And if you put them in cages, you will not get fertilized eggs. So for them, it is okay. They can be in deep litter. But those who are in commercial layers, commercial broilers, please adapt to battery cage. Why? Because through battery cage system, you will save way much. For example, you will save in feeds. Remember these birds in deep litter, they spoil a lot of feeds through spillage, through poop. They poop into the feeds and you will not give them that feeds. That means you have to throw it away. They waste water, everything. So if you adapt to this technology of the cages, that means you will save way much. There is a lot of damages, eggs, when it comes to eggs in deep litter. Maybe egg eating, maybe damages, because all of that, you collect dirty eggs. And remember, dirty eggs is really cheap on the market. They will not give you good money when it comes to dirty eggs. You take the eggs when they are very dirty with the chicken poop. But when you adapt to cages, first and foremost, the eggs are going to be clean. Second, you will minimize on the losses, especially the damages, egg damage. Another one, you will minimize on the feed costs because the birds are fed on trough. They will not, they will not poop into the feeds. You will minimize on the cost, for example, the medical costs. These battery cages, they rarely fall sick. Why? Because they are not direct on the floor. Remember, these bacteria, there are so much bacteria in deep litter system because of the poop, because of the water, because everything there. So you will save away a lot of money if you adapt to cages. Point number 6 on how you can make huge profits on your farm. Produce quality. Produce quality. I usually tell you guys that the market demands quality products. If you produce, substandard products, no one is going to buy your products. If they buy it, maybe they have no option. If they buy it by accident because they have no other option, they will buy it cheaply, simply because it is not of good quality. The birds you are producing are really, they look like they are dying tomorrow. They look like they are very sick. The eggs you produce, they have, the shell is not really hard. They keep on breaking. All of that. They are very tiny in size. So things like that, you will make a lot of losses. So guys, quality is really important. Let's look at point number 7. Point number 7, avoid selling on debts. Yes, debts. Guys, avoid debts at any cost. Because if you sell, in debts, you will make a lot of losses. These people, they really don't want to pay. These clients, customers, they will come, they will take your broilers. Maybe you have broilers, they will take your eggs on debts. And it will be very difficult for them to pay you. So make sure that you avoid debts at any cost. Yes, I know it is really very difficult, you know. At least you have those people whom you trust. You say that, oh, if I don't give this person like that, he has been my customer for a long period of time. Okay, that one is understandable if he has been really paying. But these first come, you know, these first new clients, don't give them on Dead Sea. Make sure that you have those clients that you really trust, because that one will not lack in business. At least you have those people whom you can give Dead Sea, and they have been faithful. Never give, you know, to someone who is not faithful at all, because they will make your business to run bankrupt. Just imagine, maybe you have given someone eggs for 1 million. That means you make a very huge loss, which can lead you to fall away from business. So, debts, never give your produce on debts. And also, there is this case, you know, supermarket clients. Those people are really, they are not good people. Supermarket, they will tell you, bring eggs, I sell them, then later on I will give you money. They are very, very terrible. They don't want to pay. So be careful with the supermarket guys. I know them. They don't want to pay. They want to take things on credit and they don't want to pay. So these are the points that you need to consider. Another point number 8 to consider: avoid middlemen. Middlemen at all cost, guys. Avoid middlemen at all cost. Why? Because what middlemen do, they will come to you. Maybe they want eggs. Because these middlemen, they always want to take the things at a cheaper price. I don't know what's wrong with farmers. You cannot look for your own market. You think that maybe the market will find you there. No. Get out of your comfort zone. Go and look for the market. Even on your, you know, on your area of locality, they don't know you that you have a farm. Really. Your market starts from that, you know, from your area of locality. If they don't know you on that area, that means you are just a mediocre. So avoid middlemen. I know farmers, they always want to be in comfort zone. They don't want to look for their own market. They think that maybe market will find them on their farms. Yes, they will come direct to you, but they will buy cheaply. Maybe a tray of eggs costs around 10K. This is a farm giveaway price. Farm price 10K. These middlemen will come and they will tell you, I'm buying it at 8,000, 8K. Just because you don't have market, you have not already established your market base. So you will give them at 8K. For them, they will take the, you know, they will take the eggs to market, direct to consumers, and they will sell it at around 12K. You see, that means they have made huge profits even compared to you, the producer. For you, make little profits, but for them, they have made way too much profits compared to you, simply because you are in your comfort zone. Because these middlemen, they sell direct to consumers. Can't you go direct to consumers and sell to them? Just make an outlet. Maybe if you have too much birds, you have 10,000, whatever, go and make an outlet in a trading center. These consumers will come to you and they will, you know, they will buy from you at, you know, at a retail price. There you make huge profits compared to these who buy on your farm direct. So another way on how, I think these are the points I told you. There are 8 points. So guys, at all cost, avoid middlemen, avoid selling in debt, avoid producing substandard products, avoid, you know, avoid buying ready mixed feeds. Use technology. We say that you should adapt to cages because it will save you way much. And also use cheap materials to construct your chicken house. You will save way much. And also purchase feeds when the prices are a bit low. And there you will save way much. Let me see you in my next video, guys. If you want holiday chicks, we can supply you with holiday chicks at Kingdom Farm, Buyala, Mitiana. So come and we give you holiday chicks, guys. Let me see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye bye.